Peace, family. Back at you again. Chef Joseph's Kick Sauce for Entrepreneurs channel. Chef Joseph's Kick Sauce for Entrepreneurs channel, where we discuss the life and journeys and trials and things that you would experience as an entrepreneur. Everything that you see in the content that is produced here is produced from our own experiences, real life experiences. So, yeah, hopefully you can glean from some of this and apply what you hear from me and apply it to your own life. The subject for today it came to me a little earlier this morning, and I wanted to kind of just let you know kind of where I think we should be as one who wants to grow, who's desiring to grow. Thus brings the title of this video: Decisions, Decisions. You must make a decision. There are a lot of content creators. Again, we're not $1 million channel, not trying to be. I'm just trying to drop what the Most High gave me before it's my time to depart. You dig? And if you want to level up in your life, you will be faced with some major decisions. Okay? So many decisions. So many decisions. What job you going to work? What relationship should you be in? Should you be in a relationship at all? The list goes on and on. But when you're getting on your path, and my advice to those who are getting on their path is to, in my opinion, avoid relationships. That's my opinion, to avoid them. I'm talking about like love relationships. Nothing wrong with relationships in particular, but when you're trying to find your path and, get on your path and find your way, you have to have clarity. You have to have a level of clarity. And relationships, when you're getting on your path, can cloud that judgment if it's not the right one. As a man, I don't believe that we should even be in a relationship until you have mapped out your plan and, literally executing it. Or if you're going to be in a partnership or a union with a sister, make sure she brings positivity to the table. You must know that. But decisions of the things that you will be walking into, some of the things you'll be facing, is critical. I've seen so many people fall by the wayside because of not making the right decision, not choosing the right partner, not choosing the right partnerships, which can definitely be crippling. Speaking of partnerships, if you decide to just go into business or partner with someone, though we have good intentions, though they seem like they're good on the surface, but just know there are many people out here that are in this season that are opportunists. They're looking to take you for what they can. Woe be unto them. Because what they don't see is divine karma that you pass along when you don't handle and treat situations right. So to those of you who are desiring partnerships, really make sure you vet that person. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you vet that person. And there's a couple of situations now I could put out there. And you know what I'm thinking, whether I should or not, honestly, because James Brown said it's the payback, the big payback. And so many people think they can just skate all over you and don't even repay you for anything. I couldn't even be married or even connected to a person like that, because that shows if you can do that person that way, That means you can do me this way. But some of the decisions you're going to face, they're critical. And what I find as an entrepreneur is that solitude is one of the best things that can contribute to your success. Solitude. Not solitude in a lonely way, because so many people that are lonely, they don't even know how to be by themselves. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about solitude where you can just turn off all the channels, turn off all the noise. You can turn all these things off, and you have time to think and collaborate and to come up with your blueprint. You will need that as an entrepreneur. My book is about to be released, and I cover a whole lot in there. And when you really see the story, then you understand, and overstand how I'm able to speak this way. Another thing that just came to the mental just now, there are many people called to do business on various types of levels. You may take a person that's driving, I don't know, $100,000 pickup truck, and you have a person that's driving a Dodge Ranger. A Ford Ranger, excuse me. Just because that person driving a $300,000, $200,000, $100,000 truck doesn't mean that they're better than that Ford Ranger $20,000 truck. Everybody's been called to different levels in business or in life. Don't let that discourage you. See what I'm saying? I remember when I was delivering newspapers. I had a paper route, by the way. That's another thing. I used to deliver newspapers. And on Sundays, it was a longer route. And on Sundays, I would go through these real affluent neighborhoods, because a lot of times I used to like to read the Sunday paper. Big papers, coupons and all that. Big newspapers is what I'm saying. And I took notice that some of the people that have Toyota Camrys sitting in front of a $2-3 million house. See? In our mind, man, they got $1 million house. They should have a Hummer. They should have a Lex outside. All that foolishness. Foolishness. Because you can't mark a person of their success or judge them by their success by what type of car they drive. That stuff is temporal. I remember that I'm just talking as an entrepreneur. When I was homeless and riding a bicycle to work with one pedal. Why you say one pedal? Yeah, the pedal broke off. I ain't had the money to get it fixed. That's right. I went from that one bicycle, one key on my key rack, to all these. Jingle bells, for real. You know what I'm saying? There was a time that I was riding a bicycle with one pedal to work, with one bicycle chain key. Some people say, sometimes I'll be different places stuff. Oh man, you sure got a lot of keys. My response is, I'm a man of great responsibility. Really. There's souls in the balance behind these keys. But I'm just saying that to say I had to grow into these things. That's just an example. I had to grow into those things. Just like you're going to have to grow into yours. So no matter what you see, how far a person is, there are many around me that admire my success. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm just still walking. I'm walking on the path, and I just never stop walking. I continue to walk. You know what I'm saying? But there's always someone doing better than you, and there's always someone doing a little bit lower than you, a little bit less than you. So don't ever let that discourage you as an entrepreneur or upcoming entrepreneur. And avoid relationships that will take away from you, that will detract from you. See what I'm saying? You want someone to build. But I'm gonna close out on this, right? Just to let you know, I hadn't forgot about y'all. I've been kind of busy and just kind of taking a couple breaks here and there, just to recalibrate, because I've made some major decisions in 2026, which I am so proud of, very proud of. God knows, and I'm walking into that season. You know, I've spent as an entrepreneur, I spent years of giving to others. I'm talking about everything, just giving, 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 and I realized I wasn't giving to myself. And then when the door opened for me to either continue or to stop here, I chose to stop here at this bus stop. And you know what? Recalibrate and enjoy what my friend Leroy would say, the finer things of life. You know, there's more to working than, it's more to life than just working, 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 working. It's more to life than that. You know, and I've come to a place where I've built and I've done okay. You know what I'm saying? And others around me have done okay. But just know I was homeless for 9 years. So to those who may wonder why, child's mother included, you know, dad was this, he was that, which was far from the truth. Those were lies, and I talk about it as well. You know, when you're trying to build, you're trying to build. You know what I'm saying? You don't have money. Like I say, you know, you are trying to get on your level. You know what I'm saying? So no, you don't need any distractions. So with that being said, just be encouraged by this video. And the title of it is Decisions, Decisions. Because you will be faced with them. And in my opinion, like, I'm not getting into too personal stuff, but I can just tell you like this. There are a lot of people that are looking for a good man. They're looking for a good woman. Oh, I'm getting older. My time is ticking, or whatever the case may be. But sometimes, okay, not sometimes. What happens if you're married to your vision? What happens when you're married to your purpose? That's a marriage too. That's actually a beautiful marriage. To find your purpose, which I encourage all of you to do. To find your reason for living. Why? What are you doing? Are you wasting time? I mean, what's going on with you? That's why you need solitude so you can figure it out. Chef Joseph's Kick Sauce for Entrepreneurs channel. Brought to you by ChefJoseph'sKickSauce.com. Consultations and all to help you get on your path. Today is Saturday. Oh, I ain't tell y'all the date, did I? Nope. January 24th. And it's a beautiful day, even though it's cold as I don't know what out here. Calling for a bunch of snow. So be encouraged, stay warm. Decisions, decisions. Weigh them carefully. I'm going to say that again. Weigh them carefully. Weigh your decisions carefully. Because it could make or break you. And it could make or break your dreams. See what I'm saying? And dreams do come true. I'm a living dream myself. So just know that. And I wish y'all peace and blessings, you know. And I'm going to be out on that one. But I will get back with y'all probably on Monday. It's going to probably be a cold Monday. They call for a bunch of sleet and stuff here. But anyway, I just wanted to tap in with y'all to let you know that I'm still here. You know, that to thank you for listening and all that. So like the channel, subscribe to the channel, and we'll continue to go from there. And you can also share this video too. Again, it's just entrepreneur conversations. All right? Peace.